So I recently bought some property in a rural part of Kentucky, and while exploring the land I found a trail cam that was abandoned by whoever last lived in the area. The trail cam was set up on a tree near an old abandoned animal feeder. The thing was moss-covered and beaten all to hell by humidity. I got curious though, so I pulled the SD card out and took it home. To my surprise, it's not corrupt or corroded. Now I've been looking through the photos. They only range in between February to June of 2010, and most of it is pretty tame generic animal shit. I've found a couple oddities though. I attached this photo to gauge interest. If you bros want me to post more, I will. I'm not sure what the pic related is though. A bug is an easy guess, but the position and stance is weird to me, as well as the wings. I don't know, I'm just a plumber, so I'm not qualified to make any educated guesses. I've also found a lot of photos with these red orbs. I mean a shit ton. It's insane how many pics these red orbs appear in. They resemble the eyes of the deer, but seem to be on something much larger. Are they equally spread out on other photographs as well? Post more. Holy shit, is this real? See, that was my thought as well. Since most of the red orbs appear when the deer is on camera, I assumed it may have been some sort of flash causing some flare effect on the deer's eye that the camera caught. I don't know much about photography. And also, the trail cam won't hardly take photos unless something is close enough to it. So almost 90% of the pics have deer involved, and the majority have the deer looking at them. But I found photos of the red orb while the deer isn't looking at the camera and with nothing on the camera whatsoever. Let me attach them in another post. And lastly, here's a pic of a deer with its eyes in the camera but without any red orb. This was from the first album on the trail cam, from February 2010, as you can note on the timestamp. Not really sure what the animal is. I think a dog, but the head and south seems a bit off. I also briefly considered a wolf cub. But wolves turned out not to be native in Kentucky. I'm not a native of the state either, so I didn't know. The pic has the trail cam in a different place. So I'm gonna try and explore and find that particular spot. Maybe the previous owner bought multiple trail cams. Show daytime photo of same location the deer is in. In before no animals visit during the day. I swear it's not a road. Here you go. There's a handful of daytime photos, but none of them have anything particularly odd about them. Mostly just non-nocturnal animals and photos of the previous owners, cutting grass and maintaining the property. This trail cam wasn't out of the way. That's how I found it easily. It was just hidden by undergrowth and shrubbery, but it was just roughly 15 to 20 feet off the side of the dirt road that goes back into the hollow. Could be just taillights. I can't really verify whether it or not, and it is near a dirt road. I can't see the taillights in timestamps after that photo though. But I'm not really trying to spook anyone either. Just thought it would be a nice change of pace to post some pictures from a decade-old trail cam, rather than the usual schizo posting on X. The pic attached is 17 seconds later and no taillight. Though of course it's not impossible for them to have left in that amount of time. Deer are pretty skittish though, especially at night. I would be surprised that it didn't run off. Here are the 4 orb photos superimposed over the day photo. This one isn't so much creepy as it is interesting to me. The curiosity that the crow has is visible. To me it's kind of eerie how intelligent crows and ravens can be, in a cool way though. This is kind of interesting. The deer is staring down another pair of eyes. A predator maybe, or another deer. Or a fucking spoopy ghost. I circled the eyes. Then after a minute-long stare down, as noted by the timestamp. The eyes or orbs, are gone. Also another red orb. I'm having trouble explaining the red orbs. I thought it was the eyes at first, but there are photos without deer in them or eyes and the orbs are still there and I highly doubt their taillights. The other anon showed the lights don't all follow the roads and a deer would run like hell if a vehicle or person was anywhere near at that time of night. They're very skittish. I don't know.